Hello students, very good evening to all of you. Am I live? Let me check in a mobile my voice. Let's write the chapter. Today we are going to deal with which chapter? Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Means the plant who is blessed with the structure flower, a complicated structure, and that flower is responsible in doing the sexual reproduction. Then only one plant is going to reproduce another plant sexually. If we reproduce the organism asexually, it is vegetative propagation. It is a vegetative propagation. Okay. Now, let's start. Sexual reproduction sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Okay. And these are what? These are angiospermic plants. These are angiospermic plants. Okay. What happened? Done? Angiospermic plants. Angiospermic plants bearing flower. Okay. Now this is the, we can say, the sexual structure. It is the sexual structure. It is a sexual structure. Okay. Done? Is it clear? Now showing the complete video in my phone. Now it is a sexual structure, means it has organ for doing sexual reproduction. It is the organ for sexual reproduction. It has sepals, petals, stamen, carpel. Has sepal, petal, stamen, and carpel. Okay. Now, when these structures forming a wall, when they unite, when they are having more than one structure, they form a wall. When they form a wall, they form the structure. Like wall of sepals will called calyx. Wall of petal will called corolla. Okay. Stamens, androecium. Wall of stamens, androecium. Okay. Gynoecium. Okay. Calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Now, these are green structures, green leafy structures. Green leafy structures. They are colorful, to attract insects, colorful. Androecium is something male reproductive organ. Male reproductive organ, then gynoecium, female reproductive organ. Okay. Now, these structures are very much essential in the flower because they are actually contributing in various steps of pollination, which is actually the transfer of pollen grain. Okay, from anther to the stigma. Anther is the part of male reproductive system and stigma is the part of female reproductive system. Okay. Now, there are types of flowers. Okay, types of flowers. Unisexual flower, bisexual flower. Unisexual what means? Only one type of sex is present inside it. Whether male sex is representing or female. Bisexual means both the type of sex organs are present. Means if in unisexual flower at one time only one sex organ is present. Suppose male sex organ is present. That is male flower. But it constitute male parts. If a female, uh, if it is a female flower, only female reproductive structure is present. But in bisexual, both the sex organs are present in the same flower. So if we deal it with the pollination, two different unisexual flowers cross pollination in the same, what happened to the camera? Okay, now I'm going to tell you with the definition or with the diagram. Unisexual flower, only one sex organ at one time. At one time. Either male or female. Either male or female. Unisexual means both the sex organ within the same flower. Within the same flower. Okay. So if only male sex organ is present, it is a male flower. Female, female flower. Okay. Done? Is it clear? Male reproductive structure. The male reproductive unit is androecium. In male human reproductive androgens, male androecium has two parts. Anther, here pollen grain produced. Pollen grains production. Is it clear? Anther, and second part is filament. Here in this anther, this is a lobulated structure. Anther is a lobulated structure. Okay, done. Now, if we consider the female parts, has three organs: stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma, style, and ovary. Let's draw the diagram. Stigma, which is a recipient for the pollen grain, style, a long tube, and this is ovary. Inside the ovary, there is a ovule. Okay, there is a ovule and the placenta also. Okay, so this is the stigma, recipient of pollen grain, recipient of pollen grains, style, and ovary. This is ovule. Okay, now when now to create a new seed, or to create something, a precursor structure to form a new plant, there should be fertilization between, means egg should be present inside this. Yes, fertilization between pollen grain into egg. To egg. Okay, done. So now, first of all, the pollen grain should reach the stigma of the female reproductive structure. Yes, this is pollination. Transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the carpel. To the stigma of the carpel. Okay, now this way, this is your anther, pollen grain, transfer to the, done. So if in the same flower male and female both are present, then this is self pollination. Then this is self pollination. And if this is the plant where anther it is, only anther, and this is your stigma, style, and ovary. This is androecium. This is gynoecium. Whenever gyne word comes, gyne word means related to female reproductive structures, its health, its functionality, its understanding, its structure. Okay, done. Is it clear? So here it is cross pollinate. In self-pollination, transfer of pollen can occur within the same flower. And in cross-pollination, transfer is occurring between two different flowers. Okay, two different flowers. Now, for where the fertilization occurs, fertilization occurs inside the ovule. Fertilization occurs inside the ovule. Inside the ovule means a pollen tube should form. A pollen tube should form, which actually transfer the pollen grain to the egg inside the ovule. Okay, done. So this is the fertilization. Now, how the seed formation occur? Seed formation by ripened ovule. Okay, and fruit formation by ripened ovary. Okay, by ripened ovary. By ripened ovary. Done. Now, when this pollen grain into egg, fertilization occurs, zygote forms. Zygote, repetitive mitotic division, embryo. Embryo. Done. Ovule into a tough seed coat, ovary into a fruit, and while other structures like your sepals, petals, stigma fall down, fall down. Okay, completely fall down. Okay, is it clear? Fusion in this. Okay. Now, in the case of these flowering plant, double fertilization also takes. Means one fertilization results in formation of zygote, while other fertilization results in formation of endosperm. If a seed has endosperm, then the seed is called as endospermic. Okay, endospermic seed. While don't have non-endospermic. Done. Endospermic seed, non-endospermic seed. Okay. Now, if we consider the structure of seed, seed has coat. The seed has seed coat. This seed coat should be broken down to remove the dormancy and allow the seed to germinate. Okay. Now, plumule and radicle. This plumule means when dormancy breaks, seed coat break, and seed germinated, result in two structure, plumule and radicle. This plumule will give rise to complete shoot system. Structures of plant above the ground. That stem, branches, leaf, fruit, flower, and this is radicle which give rise to root system. Complete root system is going to give the well differentiated. Okay. Root system below the ground. We have discussed this in morphology of flowering plants. Shoot system. Done, students. Now this is all about the sexual reproduction in flowering plants. In short, I have told you everything, even all the important points I have covered. Okay. Means the you know that the main parts, flower structure, the significance of flower, the presence of flower, bisexual, unisexual flower. Okay. Is that clear? Okay, students. Thank you so much.